Good afternoon. I had to check. Good afternoon. Today we are trying out the Beauty Bay Fiery palette. So I have had a kind of request which I'm going to have a go at fulfilling for you. I have had a kind of request for a fiery look, actually, oranges and reds, and I thought, well, as I'm doing the fiery palette, I'm going to kind of try and do my best. There is some bright red in here, which I'm like, I like the look of that. There's some bright pinks, but there is some orangey and orangey browns, so we are going to go and have a look at that. My nose is already running. I've applied my foundation, my concealer, you know, that stuff, the contour, and I've done my brows a little bit. I'm practicing on the brows, so, you know, do leave a like going, wow, your brows look fucking amazing, because I need the confidence boost because I butchered them. Right, I have my brushes. I don't use them all, but I sort of scatter between them, and I have my palette. So I'm going to start off by getting my setting brush and just wiping away any excess bake that I have on there. And the reason we do this is because if there's any excess, it kind of creases in the crease, and it stops any of the product falling off with the bake, because you don't want loose powder sitting on your eyes, do ya? So there we go, got all that off, and we're going to go with my default really cheap brush, and I go in with this because I like it. It's a good brush. And let's start off with, oh, shall I go soft or shall I go slightly darker, or shall we go like even darker still? I'm going to go in, she says, I'm going to go in here with quite a dark base. I'm going to go in here with Meringue, which is this second one in from the right here. And let's see. Or should I do Fairy, which is a bit pinker, which is next door? No, we'll do Meringue because that's the one I said I was going to. And with Beauty Bay palettes, dab, dab, dab to pick up the product. Like so. Yes, my brushes are dirty from the Earthy palette yesterday. And then I go dab, dab, dab to put it down. This is a nice sort of fleshy colour. This Meringue, which is, you know, makes sort of putting concealer on a bit pointless, really. But it would be nice if you wish to, I have quite dark sockets, so, you know, you put the concealer on to hide the dark and then put this over the top to give yourself a nice sort of fleshy colour. So I'm going to take that up quite high, and as you can see I am just dabbing at the moment, just to get the product on. I found Beauty Bay palettes like to dab into place rather than swish, because as soon as you start going swish like this, you tend to lose a lot of it. But if you dab it on first, it looks that much better. So I am going to go I with each colour, because I won't be able to match it otherwise. So. Okay, so all I've done there is gone from the crease up. Okay, I haven't done on my lids because that is where my real bright is going to go. My son's going to be really happy because I think I'm going to be using a little bit of yellow in this look. My son's favourite colour is yellow, and there is a sherbet here which is really, really bright. Okay, so I'm thinking a sort of reddy browny base, and then going up into red, and then going up into a sort of orangey yellow. So I am going to start with the yellow. Oh my god, I'm going to regret this. I am going to regret this. So I'm sweeping off my brush using one of these things, and you just go like that and it gets most of the excess off. And I'm going to pick up that sherbet, which is, oh wow, it's bright, you guys. And I'm going to build the colour. Okay, so I actually want that to be very, very light there. my friend who requested this is going to be fucking wetting herself at me. I'm working kind of backwards on this because I'm going to drag that colour down rather than up, just to, you know. God, I hope this looks alright when I'm done. And I'm taking it right up to the eyebrows. Or, you know, where I've drawn my eyebrows. Okay, so now that I've got that kind of yellowy base, I could have probably gone in with that as my transition anyway, but, you know. So, I'm going to go in with orange, okay. Now, just because I haven't shown you, the colour I used was this yellow here. This is sherbet. And I'm now going to go here for pumpkin, because it is a bright orange. Okay, and I'm using the same brush all the way through, guys, because that's just what I do. And oh my, that's bright. Oh my God. Yeah. You know, I was so pleased with my contouring when I did it, and now I'm like, I'm going to wipe this all off because I look like a clown. Wow. Okay. Now that I've blended that out a little bit, that isn't quite so shocking. It's still very shocking, but actually needed a little bit more to match it. But with this, I'm finding if I blend it down as well as up. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone up into the red, into the yellow, to give it that bit of, you know, boomph. And I'm now going to go into lipstick, which is a bright red. That is here down the bottom. Oh dear me. And I'm going to, wow, this is going to go in my cut crease. Okay, so I should have probably used a different brush actually. Sweep that off. I'm going to use a crease brush for this. It's an angled one like this. This is the colour, and I'm going to only raise my eyes ever slightly. And I don't know if you can see how well you can see, but I have a hood and I want to be able to see the red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise my eyes and pack the red into my cut crease like that. And then you'll see when I relax, it pretty much disappears, but that's fine because we're going to blend it up in a sec. So we'll pack the other side as well, like so. Then I'm just going to just dab the end of the brush really into that red as well, literally like touching the end of the brush. And I'm going to tap that off, and then I'm going to try and blend this in. And we're going to blend it down as well. It's a little bit pinkier on the skin than I was expecting. So yeah, the 70s called, they want their fucking eyeshadow back. Oh dear, a little bit sleepy dust in the corner. Well, that is certainly bright. Now, I'm slightly bummed because this palette does not have a bright red glitter in it, and I really wanted to do a bright red glitter. So what I'm actually going to do is a brown glitter, because, you know, I don't have one. I'm really hoping that that doesn't fuck it up. There's a nice glitter in here called Cappuccino. There's another one called Fur. Oh, there's gold, so I could do a gold. Oh, I did gold yesterday. I've got this palette here, and I have a red in this. There. And that's what I want to put on. Do you know what? We're going to mix, guys. I know this is supposed to be a beauty bay, but I really want to put this red in, and I haven't used this palette yet. So I'm adding in a quick Naughty You're on Fleek by Jolie palette just to pick up that red, and it's called Ignite, so it will go with the whole fire look, she says. Oh yes, I'm glad I did this now. And because I don't wear eyeshadow, because I don't wear eyeliner, I take it right down to my lash line. Okay. Now you want to very, very carefully get your setting brush and this is a Real Techniques setting brush. This is excellent for getting rid of any loose bake you have still left on your skin. Now what I'm going to do, I want to blend that ever so slightly. Just to bring it up slightly. It's really hard to get full coverage with glitter sometimes. If anybody knows any hints or tricks with glitter, I would love to know them. Right, that's all I'm going to put that one away now because I've used loads of that red. So, I am now going to I'm going to go back into this palette with this really, really thin little brush here. And I am going to pick up some of that pumpkin and do like a broad swipe to bring it right across. I'm going to sort of taper it. I have glitter everywhere. If your brush doesn't get rid of your glitter, your nail probably will. My eye is watering again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you will know that this is a thing. So I've gone quite low with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the red, which is called lipstick, and I'm going to add a little bit on the line there, like so, and then I'm going to pick up that brush that I got ever so slightly wet. For all of you that are going to be there going, oh, holy bloody moly, that is bright. It is bright, but I wear glasses, so, you know, I'm hoping that once I put the glasses on, it's not going to look quite so bad. Right, I'm just going to take care of the rest of my face, and I'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. So, there we go. I slapped on some blusher, some mascara and some lipstick. I used the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour lipstick in the shade Infinitely Mocha, just to give me a sort of, not nude, but a hint. So yeah. I cheated. I cheated. I used a glittery palette as well with this. So, you know, but it was because I was talking to my friend and she said, you should do this like reddy, orangey fire look. And I went, you know what? I've got some red glitter as well. And she was like, oh, yes, do it. So, you know, it's her fault because there was not a glitter in here that was red that I could have used. You know, there was a pinky, which is there, but no red. I really wish I'd gotten the berries palette as well, or instead of the brights, because the berries had lots of reds in them. But you know, I might get that next time. So yeah, I really like this. I really like how it looks. I was a bit like, oh my fucking god at first, but it's all blended through really, really nicely. So yeah, I hope she likes it. I hope you like it. So, and I hope you guys like it. Any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, especially regarding glitter fucking eyeshadow, because that glitter is loose, you know, and they don't leave instructions on the best way to apply it. So yeah, but yeah, I will use this definitely. I'm gonna go show my son that I have a little bit of silver. Oh, I also added some like glowy highlighter stuff on top of that yellow, really, so you can't really see much of that yellow anymore, but whatever. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, I've already said that. That goes down below. Don't forget a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like it, whatever. And yeah, subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you did subscribe, and hit the bell. You'll be notified when I upload new content. If there are any sort of colours you want me to try, I haven't yet met a colour that I didn't like, so yeah, take it easy guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.